I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. 24 years back, I was in this same city, in this same country. I came as an appendage. I came as, how will I call it? I came as an associate minister with somebody who I wanted him to introduce me into the global arena. I came into this city, in this country, and I was placed in a very shabby place. While my big brother I came with stayed with an American in a hotel, and I was treated like a second-class citizen. But I knew what was in me. I knew the deposit in me. One thing you must never throw away in your life is the value you have for yourself. You must also be very intentional in developing yourself, developing content, developing character, developing charisma, developing capacity. And so I had the privilege to preach. I was introduced as the pre-match fight. You know, when you have a heavyweight boxing match, they first arrange some lightweight boxers to box. They introduced me that let's welcome the John the Baptist that will usher in the Messiah, Dr. Apoki, MBBS Ibadan. Oya Mama one of Aba, one the number one of Igbo land, was introduced as John the Baptist that will usher in the Messiah. I did not take it lightly. And they gave me 15 minutes to speak. And they gave me the microphone and I spoke. 15 minutes passed, no person moved. 30 minutes passed, no person moved. 45 minutes passed. When I was satisfied, I handed over the microphone to the MC. And they called the moderator and they called Messiah to come and preach. And he said, I'm not preaching again. He's preached everything I wanted to preach. In my mind, I said, look at you. That night, they changed my hotel to the same hotel where my big brother and this American were staying. And at night, the American called me. Said, Dr. Charles? I said, yes. Said, please, can you come to my room? I said, I didn't go. I told him to come to my room. And he came to my room. If I remember vividly, that's 23 years back or 24 years back. He said, there is a fire in you I want to take back to America. And I told him, kneel down. And I pressed my hand on his head to release the anointing upon him. The next day, we were somewhere to speak. He said, they gave him a microphone to speak. He said, Doctor, speak. This world will not open doors for you. Let them just give you a little crack. Open it for yourself. This world would not give you space. Carry chair along with you. Create the space and sit down. That is the way I have been living my life. There's no second chance to make a first impression. According to Rod Stewart, the first cut is the deepest. And so I always have desired to make solid impact in anything I do. 20-something years later, the story is different. As I said in the previous video, right from the airport, immigration started treating me with class in another country, another African country. The immigration officer was the one introducing me. As I crossed to enter the vehicle that came to carry me, the vehicles that came to carry Abraham and I, people were taking pictures with me, demanding for my phone number. And we entered a convoy of SUVs and we headed to this beautiful Airbnb. And I was treated as a first-class citizen. 20-something years, 24 years or 23 years, it's nearly a quarter of a century. My spirit ministered to me to tell somebody, don't age without change. Don't age without change. Be like wine. When wine is allowed to stay in a container, it gradually settles itself, purifies itself, and becomes a more mature wine. It takes the aroma of the oak barrel that it is kept. So the older wine is, the more expensive it is. If I tell you the money spent on Abraham and I to come here, it will shock you. If I tell you how much they are going to pay me for this lecture, it will shock you. I have aged, but I have changed. I have aged, I have improved. Be intentional with aging. Don't just shout Happy New Year. Be a happy new person. I did a video, don't be a celebrant of new age. Be a selling brand as you get older. Improve on your life. It's only in village meetings that elders are treated specially, and in backward societies like ours. As you age, earn class. I don't mean to say that civilized societies don't treat old people well, but if you're an old man without value, no person treasures you. Add value as you age like wine. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. God bless you.